Hi, everyone, and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Chanel, and I am your reader every time you visit. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you again. It is, as always, my honor and pleasure. This reading is intended for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you're watching for a Leo, you will want to reverse the roles because it will feel as though I'm speaking to you about your Leo. So Leo, I'm looking at your energy for the month of April, and there's some disappointment this month. I can see why. It looks like in regards to your love life, you're finding something out this month. This is not someone new because we have the X here. For those of you that this is someone new, which I really don't feel like it is, then you would be finding out that this new energy that you've been giving your time and attention to is actually holding on to an ex-partner. For the majority of you, though, I feel like this is someone you've been dealing with for quite a while because of some of the other cards that I'm seeing here. Now, this month, there's an opportunity to spend time with someone that you really care about. The difficulty here is the dynamic of this connection. I see that you feel that this person is like a divine match or a twin, somebody that was put in your life for a reason. And you're 100% correct. This person is playing a big role in your life path. They're shaping you now for what you will experience in the future. The oracle cards that you got, this is really interesting because you got growth and you got faith. And both of them talk about living your truth. They talk about outgrowing a situation, releasing the past, feeling as though you're fearful of the future based on what you know now. There's an energy of both of these cards telling you that whatever you've learned in this situation or whatever you've experienced, part of that came into your life because you're supposed to be applying that knowledge to help other people, okay? So I'm kind of picking up on a vibe of like, how could my crummy relationship inspire others? There's a huge glow up. There's a huge turnaround in your life coming for you that will almost like pick you up and put you in a whole new place. But you have to be willing to accept that opportunity, okay? And I feel like this person was a huge lesson for you. And that's something that you're really going to be looking at this month. You did have 7 of Swords reversed, 4 of Pentacles, and 7 of Pentacles for the main events in your love life for the month. So something here is being found out, right? What initially looked like a very good opportunity, there's more to this than meets the eye. This person could be holding on to someone else. They could just be like hot and cold. And so initially it feels as though there's a possibility of some sort of reconciliation. And then when you give your attention to this person, they pull back very quickly and leave you waiting because we do have waiting at the bottom of the deck. There's an energy of feeling like initially you're excited after disappointment. But as I'm seeing what this will all create, you're going to have a huge shift in perspective this month, okay? So something about this person's energy, I don't know if this is somebody who like always finds a way to get back into your life after you've walked away from this person. It could be that this person has a habit of making it seem as though you're the one in the wrong when you're asking for very small things, right? Because this Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity, but it is small compared to the other Pentacles cards. This is you simply saying like, where is this going? Or are you going to leave your wife? Or are we ever going to be a thing, right? Where do we stand? You're not asking for much, but clarity around what this connection is or where it's going. Are we going to keep repeating the mistakes of the past? Or are you going to free yourself from whatever this is you're holding on to so that you can start a life with me, right? Compared to what you've been giving this person, you're asking very little. And I feel like this month, you're going to get into a place where you start realizing that it's not worth your time anymore, right? There's an energy here of, for some of you, you are like the other person on the outside of a relationship, and you're always waiting for your person to get separated or to move out or move on. And you're looking at this like, this is my twin. They're with a karmic partner. This is a really difficult situation. I just have to be patient. The hard part, though, is with what I'm seeing here, you've outgrown this dynamic, right? And you're not speaking your truth because you're not wanting to like rock the boat. You know, I think the good days with this person are really good, but I think there's probably more bad days than good days, right? And you're having to remind yourself all the time of like why you stay or why you keep dealing with this person. Now, I feel like as the month goes on, based on what I'm seeing here, you won't stop feeling the love you feel for this person, but you're going to be looking at this situation a lot different. And it could be that you've been at a distance from this person. It could be that you were doing other things and now suddenly they're coming back into your space. And initially that feels very nice. But I feel like you're going to be assessing the situation because it looks like there's some things that have been happening to you behind the scenes where you've really started thinking about what you want for your future, right? It's interesting because you actually have the world in the reverse for your obstacle, but at the bottom of your deck, you have completion and self-worth. So this is not over. That is your obstacle, right? But the thing is, you've learned all of the lessons there are to learn because you've gotten to the energy of the world. It's just a blockage right now because now you have to apply those lessons. And to do that, you actually have to release this situation and move forward and start applying the lessons that you've learned into areas of your life, right? I feel like at one time this was something that really resonated with you. But now you're looking at the memories you had with this person. And in some ways, you're like, I'm not even the same person that I was when I was with this person. You've been like waiting for them to change, right? For some of you, I feel like you've been feeling as though you're in a twin flame dynamic. And there's a feminine energy here where it's like, okay, if I do the work on myself, my masculine will catch up, right? And so this person coming back around or trying to spend time with you again, initially you're like, okay, I feel as though I've manifested them back, right? This must be that new version of them that's leveled up, that's going to match my vibe. I feel as though towards the end of the month, you're going to start seeing that they're not there yet. Okay. This tower energy is here with these cards for your love life. It's very possible that towards the end of the month, whatever they've been telling you, you find out that that just isn't the case. Okay. So if this person is trying to move the connection along, trying to talk about the future that they could have with you, you're going to find that whatever the obstacle has been in this connection, it still very much exists. Okay. Now, in your space for something you should consider, we got the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups in the reverse. So there is worries around love. There's worries that this may not be your person. I feel like that's how you'll feel when you realize that this person has not gotten to your level yet. Like, okay, well, if I'm doing the work on me, energetically, that should be boosting them if they really are my match. But I feel like they're just staying in the same place. So this must not be what I thought it was, right? That's kind of that hanging man in the reverse energy is like, wow, I'm done trying to see this person's point of view. I'm kind of done trying to work with spirit and the universe and feeling like, you know, whatever is going to happen is going to happen. I need to get out of this situation, right? I feel as though there's a lot of fears around the growth that you've accomplished. And that's unfair to yourself because if you have to stay in a space that no longer suits you, if you have to stay being someone that no longer resonates with you to keep this energy in your life, that's a very good sign that this is something that needs to be let go of at this time, right? Now, that doesn't mean that this person can't ever get their life together. It just means that at current, it looks as though this person is doing more harm than good. It seems as though you have opportunities in your life to do other things or to meet other people, but your heart is with this person. So it's very difficult to imagine your life with someone else, right? And so that's something else that you may want to look at for something to consider. Will this person get it together to the point that they can be what you need, right? How long are you willing to wait for this person? You know, because we have a lot of cards that are talking about waiting. Meanwhile, it seems like this person is kind of doing something else and keeping you on the shelf or on the back burner, right? I feel like there's such a fear of leaving this connection, probably because you have invested so much time or you have so many feelings. And there's also an energy here of not speaking your truth because it's almost like you fear that this person will step back again and go back to ignoring you, right? And that's a really frustrating feeling to feel like you can't rock the boat or tell somebody, you know, maybe this is the kind of person where you can't even tell them the progress that you're making in your life because they feel as though you're one-upping them, you know. This person seems as though they're coming from a place of lack. This person seems a tad insecure. And so I'm feeling as though you almost have to hide your shine, right? To not offend this person. Like they literally have to be the god of your world, regardless of the way that they treat you. And I feel like for this month, that's just not going to be enough. So let's take a look at your opportunity, obstacle, and advice. So it's looking like for this month, you have an opportunity to move forward, right? To kind of wrap up loose ends in regards to this person. I feel like there's been a lot of indecision in this connection, but there's been so much disappointment. You know, it's like you see what this is and you see what this relationship could be. But at this time, this person is just in such a selfish energy that this isn't something that you can, like, it's almost like if only you had a little bit of magic or something where you can make this person open their eyes to what this connection is, right? I feel like the magic here is you walking away, right? Because that really is your opportunity, is to kind of pack it up and be like, you know what? This was a lesson. Sometimes what I notice when it comes to like twin dynamics or couples, one partner learns the lessons in the presence of their partner, whereas the other partner learns their lessons in the absence of their partner, right? Because we don't all learn the same. It's almost like this person will have to lose you to love you, right? Now, the obstacle is the world in the reverse because you feel such a connection to this person. You feel like this is divine, this is destiny. But the thing is that this is out of your hands at this time. This is the energy of divine timing being at work. And I know it's super frustrating because you're like, I'm doing the work on me. I don't get why this person is lagging behind. I don't understand why they need to hold on to whatever this is, you know, but at the same time, everything happens in the time that it's supposed to happen and not the time that we choose, right? So the thing is that this is not over by any means with the world in the reverse. But with this completion here, right? This cycle, this stage of your relationship, the opportunity here is to move on from that. It's now time for this dynamic to come to a close. And I feel like intuitively you do know that because of the growth that you've been going through, right? Now, your advice here is the 9 of Pentacles. So as I was saying, whatever the lesson has been in this relationship up to this point, that's something that is a part of your life purpose. So for each of you, the lesson that you learned in regards to this connection is going to be something different. But that's actually something that's supposed to build you revenue. That's something that you could build a business on. Okay. So if you've learned how to heal, if you've learned how to grow, if you've learned how to spot when people are being manipulative, you could be a life coach. You could be a relationship coach. You could help people rebuild themselves after situations that kind of suck the life out of them, right? There's an energy here where there's something you're supposed to be doing that you're not doing. So after you watch this reading, maybe sit down and really think about who you were before you started dealing with this person and who you are now. Look at everything that you went through and figure out how you've become victorious over some of the obstacles that you've had in your life. I feel like in some ways this relationship has been very deeply healing for you because you've gained a new perspective on some things that this person really helped you with. But now this is just kind of stunting your growth, right? Some of you are supposed to be opening a business, and that's why this is just not getting off the ground at this time. Because whatever this business is around your life purpose. And until you do that one thing where you're like, okay, I'm going to start living my purpose. This person was put in my life to kind of set me in the direction I needed to go in. This relationship is not going to happen for the simple fact that the universe is going to see it as a distraction to what you came here to do. Okay. You definitely do have a soul contract with this person. This person does have a reason for being in your life. So what you feel is absolutely real, regardless of what they show you, right? Because I can see that you're kind of starting to question that. The timing is being held up, not because this person is not energetically connected to you. And so you're doing the work and they're not doing the work. And that means they're not your person. The universe is holding this up because there's something you're supposed to be doing to benefit the collective. And you're supposed to be doing this for a living, but you keep putting it off, okay? So if you want to see your love life drastically change, you're going to have to figure out whatever that is that you're supposed to be giving to the collective. And once you start making that happen, that's when this relationship is really going to prosper, okay? I'm going to pull you some angel answers so that we can get some extra advice. So if you believe, and that came out in the reverse, which goes with faith. So I think you kind of believe this person is never going to change, right? I think that at this time, with this Nine of Pentacles talking about independence, faith and growth both talk about independence, right? So here's the thing. It's almost like you believe in this person's ability to do something different more than you believe in your own ability to do something different. So sometimes relationships are held up because of things that are that simple, right? If you're putting more stock into this person changing than putting into your own change, right? Because you're not recognizing the changes you've been through and honoring the fact that you no longer fit in this situation, there's kind of a disparity there. You get what I mean? So perhaps shift your focus from what this is, right? Because we have detachment, and then start putting that same energy of like, gosh, I want you to do better. Put that into yourself to manifest this Nine of Pentacles, right? Let's see what we have. Give me one more for Leo. Oh, nobody listens to me, right? We got a couple, but that's just fine. So ask your angels, not the right time, and compromise. So not the right time is in the reverse. It makes me feel like timing is of the essence in regards to the situation. Let's pull some clarifying cards for compromise and not the right time in the reverse. Okay. All right, so this is kind of what I'm feeling from these cards. First of all, as far as the not the right time, this has to do with you trusting your intuition, which this was actually at the bottom of your deck as well, instinct. So the thing is that I feel like intuitively, you know this is your person, but there's something about this that it's almost like you don't want to see, right? I feel like the more that you meditate on this situation, because you actually got to ask your angels, you will start to see that the person you are now and the person that they are now, if you came together, this isn't even something that you would want. Okay. So the thing is like, yes, this may be something that is here, but what are you sacrificing to be able to keep this, right? And that really is kind of this compromise card, because here we have a situation where it seems like nothing can move forward. There's very little you can do about this. And then we have a Knight of Wands charging in. This is talking about the balance that the situation is actually lacking. So here's the thing. If you've been giving to the point that the scales are tipped in a way that are unbalanced, you don't have to keep giving because there's a deficit there, right? So now is a good time for you to focus on this, because as far as it's not the right time in the reverse, I feel like if you listen to your intuition, intuitively, you know exactly what it is the right time for it. And it looks like it is the right time to be launching whatever this idea is or this business is. Okay. So for some things, you've got a green light. For other things, you're going to need to find that balance. And that's what the delays came out sideways for, because there are some things in your life that are going to move very rapidly. This situation with compromise, now it's like you've given so much that this person, they owe you, right? So this is, again, we got two cards talking about balance. It's time for you to pull back and start allowing that person to fill the deficit so that you can be back on even ground, right? What is a compromise to you? It's a win-win situation, right? But right now you're in the energy of win-lose. So these two cards to me are talking about pulling your energy back until this person starts filling that deficit, because you've given so much to this and they've given so little. There's absolutely nothing wrong with allowing this person to restore the balance in this situation. Now, something that I noticed in your reading is it almost feels like you're giving so much to this situation and this person is taking, right? You're putting this person in a space almost before yourself, because you're not acknowledging the growth that you've been going through, because you don't want to have to sacrifice this person, right? But the thing is like energetically, if you're willing to put your own needs on the back burner for this person, or allow this person to keep you in a weird place where they just kind of do what they want when they want, you're teaching this person that that's 100% okay, right? Because that's your energy, is like, as long as I can keep you, I will sacrifice, I will compromise, right? And so to them, because they energetically feel that you're not a priority in your own life, they will not make you a priority in their life either, okay? So I feel like it's time to go about this in a different way. You have all of the tools that you need now with this growth, right? You're starting to uncover who you really are as a person, what you really want. It's now time to start implementing those things into your life. And that too will help to facilitate this relationship if that's something that you want to keep. Now, I'm going to pull you an romance angel oracle. So what do we have? Sometimes it's not as easy as just working on yourself and then your partner levels up, right? So free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So a very nice energy that goes very well with our 9 of Pentacles, that goes very well with Spirit asking you to start putting yourself first. I'm going to take this over to the extended reading to get a feel for what this 7 of Swords in the reverse is talking about, because this is something coming to light about this connection. I pulled 13 cards in the extended reading to get a feel for your person's energy. What are they bringing into your life? What are they not telling you? How do they feel about you? All kinds of stuff. So as always, I'll put the preview to that at the end of the video so that you can take a look and see if that's something you're interested in. The link is in the description box down below. So thank you so much for allowing me to read for all of you. I will speak to you again soon, but in the meantime, take care of yourself and good luck with this. Bye. So Leo, I shuffled the deck, I pulled your cards, and I can tell you that this person mirrors you so much. That's why you feel such a deep connection, because from what I'm seeing, this could 100% be a twin flame dynamic. Your person's cards are so intensely related to yours. This person feels guilt about being happy, okay? They feel as though they can't go after what they want. There's an energy of them feeling as though they have to be what other people need them to be. And so they have to sacrifice what really makes them happy. Okay. They've gotten into a place where they're so focused on maybe upholding like whatever obligations they feel like they have in life. So it could be that you're dealing with someone who is in a relationship and has like children, but the relationship hasn't been good for a really long time, right? There's an energy here of this person being healed by you and starting to really think about what would life look like if I could actually walk away from whatever this is, right? But there's such a strong feeling of guilt at the thought of wanting to leave that it puts them in kind of a depression, right?